By way of a deed of absolute sale, Jack sold his cargo vessel to Richmond. However, the payment was in terms, hence Richmond issued 3 post-dated checks in favor of Jack. In the deed of sale, a handwritten provision was inserted which stated that the ownership of the vessel will only be transferred to Richmond once he fully pays the purchase price of the ship. Richmond asked for a copy of the said absolute sale and claimed that he needed it as supporting document to apply for a loan in the bank to pay off the remaining amount he owes to Jack. Thereafter, Richmond went to the Philippine Coast Guard and presented a copy of the deed of absolute sale. Curiously, with the handwritten provision regarding conditional transfer of ownership already erased. Hence, a certificate of ownership was issued in his name. Richmond's loan in the bank was granted using the cargo vessel as collateral under a chattel mortgage. After a few months, Richmond defaulted in payment. Thus, the bank decided to foreclose on the mortgage. Jack is questioning the validity of the mortgage, considering that when the ship was mortgaged, Richmond was not the real owner, but Jack. In a similar case decided by the Supreme Court, it was held that the key lies in the certificate of ownership issued in Richmond's name. It was plainly stated therein that the ship, by means of a deed of absolute sale, was sold and transferred by Jack to Richmond. The amount that the bank loaned to Richmond does not represent the balance of any purchase price, since, as we have previously discussed, the aforementioned documents state that Richmond is already the absolute owner of the subject vessel. The prevailing jurisprudence is that a mortgagee has a right to rely in good faith on the certificate of title of the mortgagor to the property given as security, and in the absence of any sign that might arouse suspicion, they have no obligation to undertake further investigation. Hence, even if the mortgagor is not the rightful owner of or does not have a valid title to the mortgaged property, the mortgagee or transferee in good faith is nonetheless entitled to protection. Although this rule generally pertains to real property, particularly registered land, it may also be applied by analogy to personal property. In this case specifically, since ship owners are likewise required by law to register in the Philippine Coast Guard. Should you have any questions regarding your legal concerns that are not yet pending before the courts, please do not hesitate to email us at ptv4newscenter@gmail.com. This is Attorney J.J. Jimeno Atienza for the Rule of Law.